Hello everyone, welcome to Learn It. Today we will discuss if loop, if else loop, for loop in detail, and we will write some programs based on if loop, for loop, if else loop, and else if loop in Python. So let's see how to write programs based on this. So you have to use an IDE. So the IDE that we are going to use is called PyCharm. So you have to download PyCharm from this website. You can click on download. It will open the website. So professional version is not a free one, and you have to pay for the professional version. Community version is a free one and open source, so you can download this community version. So you have to download and install it. I have already installed Python PyCharm. So it is very simple installing PyCharm. You have to keep on clicking next, and here it will appear like this after installing, and you have to create new project, and you have to click create. It will start creating the project for you. It will take some time. This you can click close, and then you have to create a new Python file. So here it is a Python file, and name that Python file. So I will name it as demo. So you can write your code here. So we will discuss a program on how to find even numbers and odd numbers. So this is how we write the program. First we have to take input from the user. So we use input function to take the input from the user, and we have to write if condition of the even number. So the condition for even number is if any number is divisible by 2, then it is called even number. So we have to write that condition in using if loop. So this is called modulus operator. So when we use modulus operator, it will give us the output as remainder. So whenever a number is divided by 2, it will give its remainder. If its remainder is equals to 0, then it is divisible by 2. And then you have to print. So if the number is divisible by 2, then we have to print the number is even, or else we have to use else loop. If it is not divisible by 2, then number is odd. So this is a simple program to find even and odd numbers. So the program flow goes like this. First user enters the input, and the input will be stored in the variable called num, and we will divide that num by 2, and we will get the remainder. If the remainder is equals to 0, then the number is even. If the remainder is not equal to 0, then else loop will come into picture, and it will print that the number is odd. And you can run the code like this. Go to run demo and run. So here I will enter the number 20. So 20 is a even number, so answer is even. So we will check for odd number also. I will enter 3. So 3 is an odd number. It will give the output as 3 is odd number. So this is how we use if else loop. So we will see an example of if and elif loop. So I am going to describe this example with a calculator program. This is when we write anything after a hash in Python, it is called as comment. So it won't be included in the program. Then first in this program we have to take two inputs, that is the two numbers that you want to add. First I will take the input from uh, input for first number, and second I will take input for second number and store it in B, and first numbers will be stored in A. We are doing typecasting here because we are taking the integer type value. So we have to do typecast, as a string only accepts only string value, so we have to typecast into integer value, and then we have to enter the choice that we want. So here we are not using it doing typecasting because input will automatically take string as an string as input, so we don't have to do any typecast here. Store this choice into the choice variable. So if the choice is equals to plus, it will do addition. If choice else if choice is equals to minus, it will do subtraction. And then again If you want another operations also, you can perform using it. So again you can use an elif loop. So the next choice will be, you can use another elif loop. So first in the program it will check the condition. If I enter plus, it will check where is the plus in the program. If it is present in here, this if loop will be executed. If plus is not present here, then elif loop will be executed. And again, if plus is not present in the second elif loop, it will go to the third one. And again, if it is not present in the third one also, it will go to the fourth elif loop. So this is how this program works. Let us see and run the program. So I will enter the value of a as 2 and b as 2, and I will enter the operation choice as plus. So it will give me the output of 4. Check for another value also. So I will enter 3 and again 3, and my choice of operation is division. So you will get the answer as 1.0. So this is how this calculator program works. So we will see the example for loop. So this is a simple pattern program to describe how the for loop works in Python. So first we will take the number of rows and columns that has to be printed on the screen from the user, and we will typecast it because we are taking the input as integer, so we are typecasting it. After that we have to write for loop. So you know for loop syntax, for and you have to write the variable, and I choose the variable as I, and you have to mention the range of the variable. So I mentioned the range as n because we are taking the input from the user. And again for j in, another I made a loop inside a loop, and I made and again the range is n. So as I have to print star, I have mentioned print star, and this end equal does is it will print the star after the another star. Instead of printing in the next line, it will print in the same line. It will print the star in the same line. So this is why we use end equal to. So we will see how it will print with and without end. So first I will run the program without end equal to, and you can see every star will be printed vertically. If we want horizontally, the star should be printed horizontally. We want 5 rows and 5 columns. Then we will use end equal to. So what this end equal to does is that it will print stars after the one. It will print stars one after another. It will print vertically. So you can see the output. We will get five five stars in row column one, and 5 stars in row two. This is how the for loop works in Python. So